Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and this is Kinneret and this is Oreo, and we're so glad you found us. Okay sweeties, today is of course about new makeup releases, but as always I have my little animal assistant here and I have Oreo here. I think we are now at 15 weeks, something like that. When I'm filming this, the Monday before you're seeing this, he just got his first vaccinations yesterday, so he's a little bit groggy and sleepy and you know, but anyway, he's doing well and he is now officially registered with the city as Oreo Goldberg. I think that's so hilarious and so cute. So he's doing super well and we love him as always. Nothing has changed. So anyway, that is him and he's tired. So I'm gonna let him sleep because I don't know what those vaccinations do to him, but he's it's like when you get your kids vaccinated, I guess. Okay, thank you, Kiki.
Bye bye.
Bye. Okay sweeties, of course we're talking about new makeup releases. I have a whole lot assembled for you and it's gonna be so much fun, but before we go into this I have to turn to you with something, and that is a bit hard on heavy on my heart. Okay, no, first I have to update you on last week because I told you that my computer was about to be broken by my kids and it was such a stressful situation, but it was okay. In the end, it was okay, and of course you saw that I could release my video and I could edit it and everything, so it was okay, but boy oh boy, I suffered. Last week, I lost years of my life last week. So anyway, the other thing is also, I changed some of my lighting here and I don't know yet how that affects the settings of my camera. So if something looks a little bit different, we're trying to figure it out. Okay, just that. And now to the thing that I wanted to mention is, and I'm just going to put this very quickly here at the beginning of this video because there are the most views on this video. So that's why. I have to, unfortunately, and it breaks my heart, I have to sell some of my rescue animals, my rescue bunnies. Not all of them, but probably like half of them, and they're like children to me and it's really hard for me, but it's just such a financial strain to keep all of them and to do all the the medical attention. I mean, they're all fine now, you know, but the upkeep and everything is just a bit too much and also very time intensive because it's so many. So while I cannot and I do not want to give up all of them, I have to give up some of them. So if some of you are locally here in Israel, Jerusalem, somewhere close by, and you're interested, please contact me because I need them to go to good homes, to people who know that they came from me. You know, and who will love them, you know. So that is the single most important thing for me, that they will go to homes where they will be loved and not, you know, neglected or anything. So that is that. I just wanted to put that out there. Please feel free to either leave it in the comments or contact me per DM on Instagram or on Facebook, whatever, Messenger. Feel free to do so, and then I shall give you pictures of which rabbits are available. Okay, this is a killer. Oh, I have such panic in my body because of that, because I don't want to I want to keep them all, you know. It's really hard for me, but now we're going to make a conscious decision to go into the comfort zone, okay, because there is a lot of beautiful stuff going on in the indie world mostly. Okay, so if you're new here, I'm dealing mostly with the indie community. That is where my heart lies. I am one of the colorful people here on YouTube, and I love glitter. As you can see, I have like glitter today in 3 different places. Oh, I did my first ever glitter eyeliner today. Like seriously, it is so cool. So anyway, that is what we're doing here, and mostly we are also of course focusing on colorful releases because that is the most exciting for me, but I'm trying to be inclusive in that too. Okay, so let's just move to the side and let's start dealing with what we have to do, because otherwise we're not going to get anywhere. Okay, the first thing I wanted to show you is from Dime Cosmetics, and this is the Icy Eyeshadow Palette, a 9-pan palette, super pretty. It does have pressed glitters as far as I can see, which I have no problem with that. That is beautiful. I love that they put put that pop of green in there, because you know what, when I think of my childhood where I still lived in a cold country where actually lakes froze over and stuff like this, like now that doesn't happen. I live in the Middle East. There's no such thing. But when I remember that, I do remember like greenish kind of leaning streaks in the eyes, and in, you know, this is a very beautiful and well done palette. Love it. So this has launched on October 10th. I don't have a price, but this is from Dime Cosmetics, and I think it's really, really pretty. The next thing is from Becca Muse Cosmetics, and if you have been following me here on my channel, you know that I am actually a big fan of Becca Muse Cosmetics. Sorry, of Becca Muse Cosmetics. I have featured her Benjamin palette just the other day, sometime back, and there is a new palette coming out. This is the Hottie eyeshadow palette, 15 colors, 10 mattes, 5 shimmers, coming soon. I don't have a price. I think they're always around $30. Not 100% sure right now. So anyway, this is the new palette. I think it's beautiful. Maybe not my first choice in color scheme, but nevertheless, it's beautiful. So that is that. And I also can just, if this is the same formula as the Benjamin palette that I own, it's going to be good. You know, it's going to be good. The formula was so good. The performance was so good. Sorry, I had too much coffee. That's a good palette, you know? Anyway, we're going on to the next thing, and that is Erica's Vanity Shop, and she's coming out with the Frida collection. So this seems to be, of course, one big palette that is super vibrant, colorful, super reminds me of my Besties palette from Chichi Cosmetics. But anyway, it's a beautiful palette. For Leorah, this is love, this is bliss, this is life. I love this. And also the size, I love it. You know, it's beautiful. And there's also going to be lip products that look pretty dark and rich, which is also very nice. So that, I think, has dropped already. Probably, I think, if I'm reading this right, last Thursday. So this should be already live from Erica's Vanity Shop. Then the next thing I was so close to buying, and I might still do it. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm very tempted. And this is from Beauty Bay. This is one of their new releases. This is the Book of Magic eyeshadow palette. This is already live, and I love this. It's beautiful. Oh, and especially now, after I tried the Beauty Bay and Nikki Tutorials palette, and I'm so like sucked into this new passion for their formula, I kind of feel like, oh, I want this palette, you know, but then again, I want so much and it just doesn't make sense, you know, but I'm thinking about it, because also this is something that is easy for me to get, and that also plays a role, you know, because if I have to order most of the things, let's face it, I have to order from America, and it takes forever. It takes like 6 weeks or something till I get it. So, or sometimes longer. So this I could get within, I don't know, 2 weeks, whatever the shipping takes and the customs and whatever, you know, but I'm kind of really intrigued. I could go without that streak of neutrals there in the top row, because I mean, I know why they did it. They wanted to make it more accessible for everybody, but as a Book of Magic, I would probably, if I would have designed the palette, I would have made it more mystical and left the neutrals out, or made the neutrals look a little bit more off and not so mainstream. But anyway, most of the palette I think is super beautiful, and I am very intrigued, very intrigued, also because the Beauty Bay brand is not super expensive, you know, so I'm thinking about it. The other thing that I'm absolutely thinking about is Maliva Cosmetics. I've been featuring Maliva Cosmetics like a million times lately, and now they're coming out with yet another beautiful palette, which is like this one. This is the Midnight palette, featuring 15 beautiful color shades in a variety of glitters and mattes, perfect for colorful and bold looks. This is what it says here. It retails for $23. It's coming soon. I think this is beautiful, and if I have pressed glitters in the palette, I don't need necessarily shimmers also, you know. I can always play around with the glitters and put them on top of the mattes, and, you know, create different hues of different colors, and I love that. You know, for me, this is just playground times 10. You know, I love that. So Maliva Cosmetics has been coming out with amazing stuff, and I am super intrigued. super intrigued. I definitely have my eyes on this brand. That is really, really gorgeous. And I think it is so cool to put that gray there, smack in the middle of the palette. That is so cool. It's so unexpected. And I love that. I love stuff like this. And the green glitter, sweeties, you know. Yeah. Okay. So the next thing is, and that is another brand that I never know how to pronounce right. I think it's SS Chic or double S Chic or Chic. I don't know. I'm so sorry. I will never know probably. But they're coming out with this palette, and this is the mini Levi palette, mini Leviticus. Okay, so this is the palette, and they're coming out with this one. Actually, there was this other palette. There was the big Leviticus palette that I featured a couple of weeks ago, and I had this on my desktop all those weeks, and it never came to the website. I wanted to buy this. It's this palette that I'm talking about. This is the original Leviticus palette. I spoke about this here on my channel. I wanted to buy it. I even contacted the brand. I said, why is it not on the website? It says on Instagram that it's live. I want to buy this palette. They never answered me. So I don't know what's going on. And now there is the next palette coming out, and I don't have the first one. I'd rather have the first one, but anyway, this is the mini Leviticus palette coming out now, and I don't know, if I compare them, I would always go to the original, to the big one, because I just love bigger palettes, and I also like the greens more in the other palette. But this is the mini version if you are into smaller palettes, because this is a 12-pan palette, and that is what it is. So I don't know if this is gonna go up on the website, or maybe I haven't checked in a couple of days, so I don't know if the other one, the original Leviticus palette, has gone live on the website now. But anyway, I tried to buy this palette. I tried for probably 2 weeks, and I couldn't find it on the website, and nobody answered my contact attempts. So I don't know what it is, but anyway, this looks cute. I personally like the original one more for several reasons. Love big palettes, love everything about that first palette. But anyway, if you like smaller palettes, then this might be your thing. It says here the Leviticus will be back in stock very soon. Though I have to say that I went on the website right at launch and I couldn't find it. So maybe I just missed it. I don't know. But still, it would have been nice if they would have answered my attempts to, to find out. So anyway, that was that. Let me just go back to my original file. Okay, sweeties, we are moving on to Mocha Cosmetics or Mocha Beauty, and they're coming out with these two new eyeshadow palettes. They're also, it says here on the Instagram post, they're restocking, if you know that brand and you know what I'm talking about, they're restocking the Amime collection, in case you were interested in picking that up. So this is going to be restocked, and these are the new palettes. So we have, of course, one that is leaning a little bit more cool, the left one with the white background, and then the one with the minty background is leaning a little bit more in direction of a rainbow palette, but plus, a rainbow palette plus. I think it's really, really cute, both of them, in case you're interested. The rainbow palette or rainbow leaning palette looks like an all matte palette to me. I'm not 100% sure. In the other one with the white background, I think that dark silver or that gray is going to be a shimmer, but besides that, it's a little bit hard to say, honestly. Let me just double check this. It's a bit hard to say, but I could be right. Could always be right. There's always a chance. Okay, we're moving on to Elisha Storm Cosmetics, and I have spoken about this when they sneak peeked the outer packaging, and this is the Book of Shadows. This is how it now looks. I was thinking something completely different, but they went for a very, very beautiful sunset kind of sunset palette, which is actually really, really nice. It's beautiful. I personally would have liked that the darkest shimmer is a matte, instead of it being a shimmer or a pressed glitter. I would have liked it if that shade would have been a matte, but that is just my personal makeup style. I think, though, overall it is a very, very beautiful, well-rounded palette. Nice range, nice size. I like it. It's really, really pretty. Okay, we have 18 shades, 6 shimmers, 2 pressed glitters, and 10 mattes. It retails for $29, in case you're interested, from Elisha Storm Cosmetics. Then the next thing is, I do believe, a new brand for me, and that is BBW Cosmetics. I hope that this is how one says it. And they're coming out with body glitters, which you see here at the top of the picture. I actually don't know which pictures I'm putting up, so I'm always sort of putting myself in a trap when I'm referring exactly to a picture like that. But anyway, so I'm gonna try to put up those body glitters. They come in 4 different colors. They retail for $15 each. And then we have 2 eyeshadow palettes. One of them has 42 shades, and that retails for $25. It's the Crush eyeshadow palette. And then they have the Confusion eyeshadow palette, contains 30 shades for also $25. Okay, so anyway, that is what it is. I hope I put up the pictures somehow. Really, really beautiful, colorful, like it. Very, very nice. Available now on BBW Cosmetics. Okay, we're moving on to Mumsy, I think. Mamsie Beauty, maybe, I hope. Okay, and she is coming out with this. These are eyeshadow pigments in 4 shades. I think this is really, really cute. I'm right now getting into this, you know, because now I finally got my mixing mediums to actually work with stuff like this, to do eyeliners and to do, you know, exciting stuff that is more than just a black eyeliner or just like normal stuff, you know. So I'm super excited about trying things like this. So this is actually really, really pretty. 4 shades. It retails for almost £8 each. It's a UK based indie brand in case you're interested, and this is available now on Mamsie Beauty on the website. Okay, the next thing is from Baby K Cosmetics. Double check. I think the profile is in Russian. Could that be? Is this Russian? No, it's not Russian. Oh, it's just the font that looks really, really different. Yeah, too much coffee, I told you. So anyway, they also have jewelry, they have all kinds of stuff, but anyway, they're coming out with this Halloween eyeshadow palette, 12 shades with matte shimmers and pressed glitters. A very nice fall themed palette, another interpretation of fall theme. We have, of course, the purple, we have a blue, we have a green glitter, a dark green glitter, which is super beautiful. White glitter, I have today in my inner corner, also super pretty. Orange glitter, sweethearts, really, really, really nice. I love this. This retails for $25. This is dropping on October 16th. What is today? Okay, so this is coming soon on October 16th in case you're interested, from Baby K Cosmetics. Okay, we are going on to sweeties, I'm so sorry. Suavecita gang. I think I should really rehearse stuff like this. Anyway, okay, so they're introducing the Gangster Clown palette. This is their Halloween release. This is going to be limited edition. There's also going to be a lip bundle together with this, and this has launched already, and I think this palette is beautiful. Is that a surprise? It's not a surprise, but I love makeup, you know, and I let myself love whatever I want, and I don't need excuses. I just love it, you know. So anyway, this is the Gangster Clown palette. I think it's cute. Color scheme really, really nice. Don't mind pressed glitters, it's all fine. So anyway, just in case you're interested, this should be already live. Okay, next thing is Hellas Beauty. I do believe I have spoken about this brand already. This is, it says here, it's an Ethiopian African owned beauty brand based in the USA, and they are launching this 3 lip glosses and a blush. Where's the blush though? Wait, do I have a picture? Ah, there's the blush. Sorry. Okay, so there's a blush, and then there's also the Bellissima eyeshadow palette. I'm really showing my ignorance here on my channel. I don't know how to say this, but you'll find it listed with all the releases that I'm talking about. Eyeshadow palette, 9 shades, 6 mattes and 3 shimmers for $15. The blush retails for $12 and the 3 lip glosses for $10 each. So this is already available now. I think it's cute. It is sort of a more neutral leaning palette with some blues. You know, if that is what you're looking for, that is, you know, that's what you're getting. I think the range from light to dark is super, super nice. I mean, it's a 9-pan palette. There's only so much you can do. And I think, considering that, it is really, really well executed. Also, the artwork on the outer packaging is super pretty. So this is Hellas Beauty. Yeah, so this is already live. Okay, next thing is a big palette. And this is from Chanel Cosmetics. And this is the full reveal of, I don't know what this is called. Do I have anything here? No, this is just the second collaboration palette. I don't know what the name is. I'll try to put it in the description box or wherever I'm listing the brands. So this is coming soon. It has 30 shades and it is full of basically rosy neutrals, a purple or two, and then 2 blues. It's beautiful. if that is what you want, if you want to have 30 shades of rosy neutrals, if this is your main gig, you know, then that makes absolute sense. For me, I love to have rosy neutrals once in a while. For me, I would get too much, you know, in a palette like this, it would be just too much for me. But anyway, it is a beautiful palette on its own for the right person. It is a beautiful palette, and I don't have a price, but this is coming soon from Chanel Cosmetics. Okay, the next thing is from 90s Baby Cosmetics, and they're coming out with the Halloween bundle, and that includes lashes, loose glitters, and a hairband, and a palette. So here you see it. It's the, wait, what's it called? The Sanderson Sisters? I think that's what the palette is called. Of course, this is also a super cute fall themed palette, you know? And I think this is awesome. I love the lashes. I love the loose glitters. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful release, you know? The lashes are stunning. Stunning. In all capital letters. Okay, so this retails for $28. I don't know if this is the whole collection. That cannot possibly be, can it? I don't know. It says here $28. I don't know if that means just the palette or if it means everything. That would be a very, very good price, you know? $28 for all of that would be awesome. So just saying, from 90s Baby Cosmetics, this is already available now. The next palette is also beautiful, and this is from Legacy Cosmetics. I don't know if I've spoken about this brand. I cannot keep track anymore. But anyway, this is their new release. Beautiful. Do I have a name of this? I don't think so. This is just the new released eyeshadow palette. I don't know what the name is of this palette. This has launched already a couple of days ago for $23. It's beautiful. It looks like it's all matte. No, it's not. It's not all matte. The white is definitely a shimmer. The other ones might be mattes. I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, it's beautiful. So vibrant and so sweet at the same time. Love it. It's beautiful. So this is from Legacy Cosmetics for $23. If you want to. Okay, next one is also beautiful in its own way, and this is from the BYL Cosmetics. Wait, let me just double check this, because I always forget what is behind that name. Bat Your Lashes. I always forget that. I'm so sorry. So anyway, Bat Your Lashes Cosmetics is coming out with this. This is already available now. This is the Dream Book Eyeshadow Palette Nude Edition. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Do I need that necessarily in my collection? I probably have 2 or 3 palettes that are something like that, in that direction, but it is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Also the dream catcher, the artwork out there on the packaging, and the whole execution together with the name and the theme, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. 16 shades, 7 shimmers or metallic shades, 9 mattes, mirror, $18. Flawless. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so that was from Bat Your Lashes Cosmetics. Then we're moving on to Wink with Ink, I think. Did you hear that? Yeah, Wink with Ink. That is the new palette. This is the full reveal of the new edition, the new addition to the Wink with Ink family. Sorry, it's hard. It's the Crystal Eyeshadow Palette. Has 15 shades, mattes, and pressed glitters. I think it looks like 3 pressed glitters or 4, not 100% sure. Beautiful, very vibrant. That fuchsia in the top left corner has me drooling. It's pretty, you know? And again, it just fits to the theme. If you look at the artwork, if you look at everything, you know, it just makes sense. And that is just what I want, you know? Do I have to have everything? Yes, I do, but I can't. But anyway, if it makes sense, if it is cohesive, if it's rounded, you know, then it's my piece of game. Thing, you know, I don't know. So anyway, this is really, really cool, and this is from Wink with Ink, the Crystal Eyeshadow Palette. This is coming soon. The next thing is again a neutral palette, and this is from Flawless Cosmetics, and it's this palette. So this is the Bellissima Eyeshadow Palette, 16 shades with shimmers and mattes. This has, I think when you see this, yes, this has already launched when you're seeing this. Again, this is a palette that is maybe not what I would want to buy first. Okay, but again, it is a beautiful palette. It has a super nice range from light to dark. It's beautiful. I love it. It's beautiful. So anyway, this I don't have a price, but this is this is already live when you're seeing this, so feel free to check it out. The next thing is from Glamalicious. I think this is a new brand for me, Glamalicious. Okay, so they're coming out with the O'Shea, I think, O'Shea collection. Okay, so this is a UK based indie brand, and they're coming out with this O'Shea collection. It contains 3 palettes. So you have the O'Shea Savage palette, the O'Shea Bougie, I think, palette, and the O'Shea Baddest Pressed Glitters palette. So this is what you get. One palette, of course, the one with the more corally background, is of course a very warm, I would even say it's also a fall themed palette, you know, warm leaning with a green, you know. Yeah, I think this could also vibe fall for me. Of course, also the Pressed Glitter palette, super beautiful. The other one is a bit of a rosy, it's not really rosy, but it's kind of like a romantic palette with a yellow. That is so interesting, you know, super interesting. Well done. Okay, so they retail for $19 each, and they are now available from Glamalicious. Okay, I have to watch my battery because we're almost dying. All right, so anyway, next thing is, wait, there's something else from BBW Cosmetics, and that is this one. And I don't even have a palette name or anything, I don't believe, but this is a neutral palette. Wow, we're featuring a lot of neutral things today. But anyway, because, you know, this is probably what most people would feel safe with and would feel good with. So this is a neutral palette from BBW Cosmetics. I'm going to probably include it in the description box under that first thing we spoke about from BBW Cosmetics. I don't have a name for this. I'm going to try to find it, but this is coming soon in case you're interested. Then the next thing I wanted to talk to you about is from Bohuna Cosmetics. Sorry, I never know. So this is the eyeshadow palette. I think it's called Bohuna eyeshadow palette. Has 30 shades, 6 pressed glitters, 7 shimmers, and 17 mattes for $40, almost $40. I think, again, this is a very, very nice, well-rounded palette with a lot of drama, a lot of dark, deep tones, which is absolutely my piece of cake. I think this is beautiful. Also, this sort of simplistic design or artwork on the outer packaging, it's just beautiful, you know. It's not overdone. While I'm not against being overdone, it's fine, you know, it's fine with me either way. But anyway, I think this is really, really cool. Very nice jewel tones, absolutely beautiful. So this is available now from Bohuna Cosmetics, I don't know, for almost $40, okay, in case you're interested. So I noticed last time when I was editing my video how often I say in case you're interested, it's not even real. Okay, change the batteries. Now we can continue. Okay, we're moving on to Oma's Cosmetics, and they're coming out with 6 new lip glosses in different shades, obviously. Some of them more neutral, some of them more rosy leaning. In case you like this kind of vibe, then that is something you might want to check out. They are now available in squeezy tubes for $6 and in a wand tube for almost $8. Okay, so in case that is something you were looking for from Oma's Cosmetics, this is already available. Yeah, it looks cute, looks cute. I mean, the neutral ones are a little bit too light for me. I'm not into those kinds of neutral lips. Darker neutral lips, yes, but that is, I think, because I'm quite fair, that is a little bit too light for me. But anyway, maybe I could pull it off with a darker lip liner, but you know. So anyway, I would lean more towards the rosy tones, but you know, this is what is available. So you figure out what your needs are. Okay, so the next thing is from V Cosmetics, and that is actually super exciting because I'm a big fan of V Cosmetics, and they have collaborated with Cradle of Filth. I think. Okay, so they have collaborated with the Cradle of Filth, and they're coming out with this palette. This is the Deadly Night eyeshadow palette. 9 shades, 5 shimmers, 5 mattes, sorry, and 4 shimmers for £46.50, because V Cosmetics is of course UK based. I think it's very, very pretty. It is, again, for me, this is a fall themed palette, you know, and it just totally makes sense. You have a lot of depth in the palette because you have that black there. I don't know if this seems to be, though, a shimmer. It seems to be that the black is a shimmer. So for me, that's always, yeah, you know, It's not my favorite, but anyway, this is already available in case you're interested. And usually those collaboration palettes from We Cosmetics, they sell out super fast. So I hope if you want to get this, that you're still gonna be lucky. Okay, I'm sorry if this video is super jumpy because I'm getting interrupted all the time. My kids are starting today to learn through remote learning again, and I'm constantly being called away. So anyway, it's an easy life, sweeties. Okay, Pulse Beauty. Pulse Beauty is coming up with the Pulsation eyeshadow palette, 18 colors with mattes and shimmers, available now for pre-order for $25. Cute. Wow, this muddy olive green there on the left side in the middle row. Oh, this is so beautiful. I love this. These kinds of greens, oh, it's just pulls on my heartstrings so bad. Anyway, I think this is cute. Again, this is a big fall theme palette, you know, big is good. Yeah, so anyway, this is going to, no, this has already probably launched. I think this has launched when you're seeing this. So anyway, this is what it is from Pulse Beauty. I think this is cute. The Pulsation eyeshadow palette. Okay, the next thing is from Blended Cosmetics, and they're coming out with the Fallen eyeshadow palette, which looks like this, which is also sort of a bit of a neutral palette with, you know, an orange and a red and a bit of a, like a tealy kind of a, like a muted murky teal, which is actually really, really cool. So, I mean, you can see also on the artwork that this palette is really giving you exactly that, you know, it gives you that vibe of the fallen leaves and all of that. It's beautiful, and this is really, you know, this is what I want to see. I said that already before, that everything sort of fits together, and that I see that actually someone thought this through, you know, and I can see that someone thought this through here, you know. So this is going to retail for $20. This is already available from Blended Cosmetics. Okay, the next thing is from Ruby May Cosmetics, and she's coming out with two 9-pan eyeshadow palettes. They're going to retail for $30 each, but they're on sale right now for $20. I guess this is like a release sale or something. And we have the Spiced Latte palette and the Peppermint Mocha palette. This is how they look. It's actually really, really cute. Each one of them really cute, while I probably even vibe more with the Spiced Latte palette. Go figure. Go figure. Because of the oranges, you know what? I'm getting more into it again. Go figure. So anyway, we're all going through stages, right? It's just like for months and months I could not tolerate oranges, and now I'm kind of getting into it again. So anyway, yeah, so Ruby May Cosmetics is coming out with those two palettes. They're already available for right now probably $20, and later it's going to be $29. All right, the next thing, and I got tagged in this so many times. So this is from Bella Forever Cosmetics, and this is the new Katrina eyeshadow palette with 72 shades of matte shimmers and pressed glitters. It is huge, sweeties. It seriously is huge. And while I do not necessarily want a palette that is that big, you know, I kind of really like the vibrancy of it all, you know, and the abundance that you get. I'm just all for abundance and everything. I totally vibe with that. But this is, even for me, it's too big. But I have to say that according to my experience with Bella Forever Cosmetics, the pan shape or the pan size might be smaller than you think. It's not going to be like Morphe or like Juvia's Place or something. It's going to be smaller. So I do believe that this palette is not going to be as big as you think, like huge, you know? So anyway, this is going to retail for $24 for so much product. Anyway, so this is the Katrina palette in case you're interested. The next brand is a new brand for me, and this is Gold Amore Beauty. I hope I'm saying this right again. So they're releasing this palette, and this is called Amore Eyeshadow Palette. Contains 15 colors with 9 mattes and 5 shimmers. Wait, how can that be? How can it be 9 mattes and 5 shimmers and still be 15 shades? Something is wrong. It's probably 10 mattes and 5 shimmers, you know. Okay, so this retails for $20. I'm just reading this from the post here. So, you know, it's not always me who is ignorant. Sometimes also, you know. All right, so anyway, $20, mostly neutral. I consider this a mostly neutral palette with a few blues, okay, and a yellow, of course, and an orange. So it's cute. It's cute for if that is what you like, you know. I personally would probably want to have one more darker shade, like even like either a really dark brown or a really dark red, or a very or black. you know. So anyway, but I think also this palette is really, really cute, and this is already available from Gold Amore Beauty. Okay, next we're moving on to Flawless. Didn't I just talk about Flawless Cosmetics? Ah, it's a mess. Okay, so they're coming out with eyeshadow base primers, and that is so, so cool, because I'm all up for that. You know what? You can work with whatever makeup you want if you have the right eyeshadow base for you. That is, I'm just getting more and more into this, that this is how I feel, that no matter how affordable the makeup is and how whatever, the most important thing is that you have your most perfect eyeshadow base for you, you know, for you. Yeah, so anyway, they're coming out with this shadow base eyelid primer. It's called in 4 shades for $18 each, and they're also coming out with a sugar slush lip scrub in strawberry banana for $11. So this is already available on Flawless Cosmetics in case you're interested. This is there. Okay, then the next thing is also a nudie, nudie. Wow. Oh, my brain is just doing shortcuts. This is a new brand, and it's called Cutie. Nudie? New brand, Cutie Pop Glitzy. This is how it's called, and they're coming out with this palette. And honestly, when I saw this, I didn't immediately realize what is this shape? What does it even, like, what is it? You know, it looked like a doll or something, but it says here Cutie Pop Pointy palette. I think that's how one says it. It's a gorgeous ballet shoe palette containing 15 shades with mattes and creamy shimmers, retailing for $45. It's now available. Unfortunately, right now, I do not have a picture of the outside packaging, how it looks, that one can actually see the ballet shoes. But when you think about it, it could be. And I believe them. If they say here it's ballet shoes, it's ballet shoes. So this is Cutie Pop Glitzy. New brand for me. I have no experience quality-wise, obviously. So color scheme-wise of that palette, it is a very, very gentle romantic palette, which sort of makes sense with ballet and being classy and all of that, you know. So yeah, plus you still do have a lot of depth in the palette, because you do have a cold leaning dark brown and you have a black in the palette. That purple seems to be a shimmer though, but anyway, still, you know, still you do have a lot to work with. So this is already available now for $45. And then we're almost done, sweeties. We're moving on to the baddest takeover, and they're coming out with the Antes Muerta que Senchila eyeshadow palette. Sweeties, please don't hate me. I'm not doing this on purpose. I swear I'm not. This has 12 shades with mattes and shimmers. This is launching on October 15th. It is a neutral palette that is actually super well done. Warm neutrals, but also I think, at least from the picture that I have here, that that brown, the darkest brown in the palette seems to, if it is a dark, is it a brown? It's hard to say, but it is cool leaning, and that is really, really nice. And actually 2 more shades in the palette are cool leaning, so you do have the option to go also different, you know, you do not have to go warm toned, and that is nice. I like to have that option. So I don't have a price. I'm just really Antes Muerta que Senchila, maybe, eyeshadow palette. Just include the maybe all the time I'm opening my mouth. Anyway, so that was from Baddest Takeover. It's a really pretty palette. Okay, now we are going on to another new brand, and this is just Simena Cosmetics, I think. Maybe. Okay, and that is the Just Simena eyeshadow palette coming soon. This is how she looks, and this is actually really spectacular. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. You know, like a warm neutral orangey leaning palette, but then with all of those murky greens and a lime green, or like a lime green leaning yellow. That is so spectacular. Really special, really, really special. Now, I do believe that there are matte shimmers and 2 pressed glitters. It doesn't say here, just from what I'm seeing, I think there are 2 pressed glitters in the bottom row. I think this is actually super, super cool. Super cool. Really. Not heard of that brand ever, but I'm super excited to feature it and to get to know this brand. Really, really nice. I love the combination, what they put together here. Really cool. So this is coming soon. I don't have a price. Okay, then Tarte is coming out with their holiday collection. Just quickly showing it to you. I don't want to go too much into this because things like this you probably see on a lot of channels. Okay, so this is the new holiday collection from Tarte with all kinds of smaller palettes and all kinds of stuff. That is all I want to say to that. Then also Ofra is coming out with their Empowered collection. This, I don't know if this is the holiday collection or if this is like just a fall release. This is what it is. The palette retails for $32. Cute because it's green, you know. Other than that, I think it's too small. For me, it's too small. I would love to try though Ofra Cosmetics. Have never tried it. Would love to. But anyway, this actually would be really, really nice for me to try. That would be absolutely up my alley. But I don't know, like 5 shadows is just very, very small for me. But anyway, and then I think what you see there too is liquid eyeshadows, but I'm not 100% sure, honestly. Might be. I don't know. So anyway, we're moving on. This is available now. Okay, we're moving on to the next palette, which I actually thought was also super pretty, and that might come as a surprise because it's this palette, and it is again a super big palette full of neutrals, rosy neutrals and cold, mostly cold leaning neutrals, you know. So that is super cool, and this is from Chichi Cosmetics. I think that is a Australian based brand, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure now. Like, if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. But anyway, this is Chichi Cosmetics coming out with this palette. Yeah, it is Australian based. It retails for 49 Australian dollars, and I think this is actually really cool. It has matte shimmers and 4 pressed glitters, and if this is your color scheme, you know, then a palette like this makes absolute sense. I don't know how the quality is. Never tried that brand, but again, I'm trying all kinds of stuff here from like different price ranges and all of that. And from my experience, I know as long as I have my eyeshadow base that I feel comfortable with, I make everything look good. You know, and that is, I don't think this is because I'm a magician or something. I think it's just because it makes sense, you know. So I don't know, this is just my theory, but anyway. Okay, we're moving on to Kimchi Chic, and they're coming out with this new collection, the Taylor collection, I think. These are blushes, compacts, heart-shaped. It's cute. It's not for me. It's all also leaning super, super light, besides that one, of course, in the middle on the bottom row. It's cute. It's 2 shades in each compact, of course, and it retails for $15 each. Yeah, so that is what it is. That's all the information I have about this. This is already available. When you're seeing this, this is available. This is not going to be for me. It's just all a little bit too light leaning, but yeah. So anyway, that is that. Then I also wanted to quickly talk or show you Colourpop, their new release. This is the new Taupe collection. That's Taupe eyeshadow palette for $14. Of course, all of those palettes always retail for $14. Taupe, it's cute, you know. This is like, if neutrals, then I absolutely lean towards Taupe. Makes total sense because it looks beautiful on like everybody, you know. It looks beautiful on everybody. So anyway, if you are of a very dark complexion, this eyeshadow palette might not be for you because you only have one darker shade, and that is maybe a little bit, you know, might be difficult for you. But anyway, this is the whole typical collection, just sort of made up in Taupe. So in case you're interested, feel free to check that one out. And then what else do we have here? We have another release from Makeup Revolution. Of course, last week I showed you the Halloween release, and now we're also having the Holiday 2020 collection here. It's the Precious Glamour collection, or Precious Glamour collection. We have lip products and we have palettes. We do have palettes. We have, I think, a 9-pan palette and also 2 bigger palettes. In case you're interested, this is what you can get. Okay, then I wanted to also show you something where I actually thought, this is the first time I'm speaking about Rare Beauty, and I'm actually intrigued. You know, this is of course Selena Gomez's brand, and she's coming out with her holiday collection. And I don't know if this is the whole collection or if it's just part of it, but these are the 2 palettes that I actually want to feature here today, and they look really, really pretty. I mean, they're small, right? They're small. I wish they would be in one palette. There are 6 pans each, but color scheme wise, it's really, really cute. They are all shimmer shades though, but in case that is your piece of game, you know, your piece of, how does one say that? Your piece of cake, piece of game. Why am I saying stuff like this? Anyway, so in case that is how you do makeup, then this might be something that you want to pick up. They retail for $25 each, and there's also going to be all kinds of other stuff, so feel free to check that out. Okay, then also this one from Natasha Denona, where I thought, I so want to try to find something from Natasha Denona that I would like, because actually Natasha Denona is one of the brands that has a website in Israel, which I absolutely love, and I want to support her just for that. Just for not forgetting us here, you know? And I love that, but I just cannot make myself buy something that I don't like. And this is, again, this is just 5 shades. It's sort of the same with Ofra Cosmetics, these tiny palettes with 5 shades. What am I gonna do with this? You know, it's just not my piece of cake. Seriously. Okay, so anyway, there's also going to be nude lips, and there's going to be a highlighter. Everything super nude, everything super classy, which is beautiful if that is what you want to do. Anyway, this is what you're getting. Then let's see, what else do we have? Oh, I wanted to update you on Pat McGrath. Of course, we spoke about the big palette from the Holiday Celestial Divinity collection, and I also wanted to show you the little ones, because I don't believe that I showed you the little ones yet, and there are also lipsticks, and I think there's also a highlighter. Anyway, I'm still so intrigued to get that big palette. So intrigued. I know that there are a lot of repeat shades. I've been told that there are a lot of repeat shades, and basically I think I've been told that, if I remember right, that only the middle row is new shades. But listen, I don't have all the other shadows. I don't have all the other palettes from Pat McGrath. So for me, it's not going to be all repeat shades, you know? So for me, it kind of super intrigued. Maybe on Black Friday, maybe. It's a definite maybe, if I can, I don't know, but I would be super intrigued, super happy to do it. Okay, so anyway, that's what she said. Okay, Prado's Beauty, that is also, I think, a new brand for me. They're sneak peeking a 30 pan eyeshadow palette, which retails for $38. This is available for pre-order right now, or maybe it's already live by the time you're seeing this. I'm not 100% sure. The palette is beautiful. It's very beautiful. It gives you neutral options. It is overall super vibrant with mattes and shimmers. If that is what you want, that is what you're getting here. I think it's really pretty. So this is either it is already live, or it is available for pre-order, or it's coming soon. You will have to see. Okay, For Art's Sake Cosmetics is coming out with these vegan plumping lip glosses. They're adding them to their collection, 4 gorgeous shades, and they will be retailing for $14 each, I think. They look beautiful. They look absolutely beautiful. Love it. Absolutely love it. Each shade is beautiful. I would love to have those. Really pretty. Okay, I hear the gardener approaching, so good that we're just now at the last thing that I wanted to talk to you about, and this is a sneak peek from Noctex Cosmetics, and there's going to be a release that is the Antiquity Palette, and I'm right now just seeing the outer packaging. Maybe once I'm editing there's going to be more information. Of course, I will put it then up, or I will talk about it next week, God willing. So this looks cool. This looks absolutely cool. I'm so intrigued to find out what is going to be behind this, because this could be a palette that looks like the taupe palette from Colourpop. Would absolutely make sense. It could be all kinds of things, you know? So I'm super intrigued to see what is in there. I have no dates or no prices, nothing. I will update you as this goes live. I will talk about it. Okay, so anyway, this is what it is. We made it through, sweeties. My videos are long. I hope you're still vibing with that. I had so much fun. Sweeties, let me remind you, because of my rescue bunnies, in case you're interested, please let me know, okay? I want them to go to good homes soon, because I don't want this whole period in my life of saying goodbye to them, and it's really painful for me, and I don't want this to be drawn out like crazy if I can avoid it. So anyway, if anyone is interested, please feel free to let me know. Of course, also if you have any other comments, anything else you want to share, please leave your comments in the comment section down below. Of course, you will find my makeup somewhere, wherever I have space, either in the description box or in a pinned comment. I will leave my discount codes, my makeup, everything, the brands that I'm talking about, it's somewhere down there. And yeah, so I will see you here, God willing, tomorrow for another video. And of course, if you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel before you leave, because I would love to have you here. And I will see you here tomorrow for my next video. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.